Hi, everyone. My name is Georgia Reish, and thanks for joining me. Um, I wanted to kind of go on today and talk about an interesting resurgence that is happening, that I am witnessing. And this is in particular sort of in spiritual circles. And there's a lot of energy coming back to things like witches and pagan stuff and divine feminine kind of energies. I mean, I'm witnessing communities rise up focused, and I mean online, on the power of the feminine. And that ranges from groups focused on goddesses all the way to Mother Mary, to Mary Magdalene, who in some religious texts was known for being Jesus's wife. I mean, so this resurgence of the feminine is very interesting to me. And I knew it was coming, and I want to share with you why I knew it was coming. Because I believe, and I'll be speaking more about this as time goes forward, that the true reason for humanity's brokenness is the brokenness of the feminine. And what I mean by that is that the sexual and physical abuse of women has been going on for tens of thousands of years. And on top of that, patriarchy, male systems, maleness has worked to dominate. So not only has there been systematic abuse of women, there has been the dominance of the male archetype. And I just think what we are witnessing is Mother Earth being done with it all. And I know that I'm witnessing it, especially with the rise of the sexist and racist and fascist Trump administration. And every time they push harder, it doesn't bother me at all, because the ground swelling that is happening around not just feminine communities, but feminine principles. And let's talk about that. Decency, understanding, love, acceptance, nurture, new life, creation, creativity, connection. And the flow of the energy of the feminine. You know, we are very early in life taught to disconnect from that. Okay, even in our spiritual and religious upbringings, a lot of it is linear, mental. Read this, say this, do this, and maybe if you're lucky, you get 10 minutes in a whole service to sit quietly with yourself, which is where that feminine energy is birthed. In the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew text of the Old Testament, they refer to that feminine essence as Sophia. In Hebrew, I believe that it translates, the exact Hebrew word translates into the word wisdom. So Sophia and wisdom are interchangeable. So I just want you to sit with that. And then in the New Testament, I just want to point out that Jesus's BFFs were women. In fact, he appeared to women first when he came out of the tomb. And then, a couple other times. Significant turning point times. What's that about? Maybe, as hard as the external world is trying to fight against the sovereignty of the feminine, meaning that feminine people, however, feminine energies, let's just call them energies for a minute. Feminine energies are equal in importance to male energies. And that, on a spiritual level and energetic, is what I believe is what's unfolding at a global level. And they're not going to win. They're just, everybody, the patriarchal, mostly white male, dominant system is breaking. Why? Because our societies are broken. Our people are broken. We have so many mental health problems. Our illnesses are not going away. They're only getting worse. And the systems that have been holding us up have been built on, the systems at their simplest aren't rooted in caring. So, whatever you think about what's going on politically, I just freaking laugh because the movement, the number of people who see the lie of staying privileged and not in diversity, not in oneness. The lie gets deeper and deeper and deeper. Meanwhile, listen, I hate the stuff that's going on here, but I'm telling you, people are praying. People are choosing also to know that this feminine aspect of ourselves, to be caring and empathetic and decent, it's essential. Our future is not built on economics as we know. Our future is built on those things that we can't always see. Just be thoughtful about that. And so, my little spiel about the return of feminine energies. I watched this one comedian, and she's so funny, Kathleen Madigan, and she has a podcast called Madigan's Pubcast. She drinks beers during it. I'm not a drinker, but I kind of envy the fact that she can, because I can't drink, barely. But she's so funny. She said, somebody talked to me the other day about the divine feminine, and I have no idea what that is. She was just plainly saying, I'm a spiritual person generally, but what does that even mean? It was so honest, because it's all new language, but it's not. Because 10,000 years ago, our societies were matriarchal, right? Most of them, till, all of that stuff shifted. So we're in a new shift. And what is the divine feminine? It's just actually admitting that there's a male side of God of source energy and a feminine side. And so these are energies, right? These are energies. I have double energies. I go back from my male side, my female side, and I need to. Because my male side gets so tight. It gets so angry sometimes. I'm no better than the rest of them. Anyways, thanks for letting me share. I don't know why, but I've been wanting to talk about these things for a while, and I'm going to pick an oracle card. Oh, I'm sure there are people right now thinking that a witch, but I'm not. That's not my gig, and nor do I criticize anybody who is out there working in white light energy. I have a little problem with dark stuff, but that's their karma, not mine. So let's focus on the white energy, the light energies, and I'm going to pick a card from the Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook. What is an oracle? Something that speaks wisdom. What are oracle cards? Symbols and pictures that speak energies and wisdoms and knowledge. It's just about listening in a different way, right? This video won't be for everybody, I get it. But I just want you to kind of lighten up about the whole political crapola, because it's crap, it's an illusion, and I know what's really happening. People are remembering that it's important to be decent and caring, and the movement is growing. Let's see what the Divine Feminine wants to say to us today to inspire. Hestia. These are stories of saintly women or goddesses. Ooh, look at her crown. Look at that. Whoa. Right below my Mother Earth. The goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. I'm going to read this, but I do want to say something about that. I really try not to watch media, because, especially news. But lately I've let myself dip my toe into watching some alternative stuff. And I'm just exhausted. I'm upset and I'm exhausted. And I have to remember that if I am going to participate in the world, that I have to find and constantly hold my sanctuary within. Because my sanctuary is impenetrable. Not only because I created with it energetically, but, divine energy is invited in. And in my sanctuary, that's the only way I can handle and see perspective of what's going on through a different lens. So let's see what Hestia. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. And I love sanctuary home. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Hestia represents the warmth, protection, and sanctuary we feel when we know we are home. Hestia is an ancient Greek goddess of the hearth. Her name translates as fireplace or altar. She is the firstborn daughter of Cornus and Rhea. Her brother Zeus assigned Hestia the sacred position of tending to the Olympian hearth. She's known for her calm, abiding presence and her tremendous kindness. When your soul selects this card, Hestia created the concept of sanctuary. It's considered a sacred obligation to shelter and protect those in need. She wants to seek those situations that allow us to feel a sense of being home. Or she wants us to create that form of sanctuary for someone else. Isn't that a gift? To give the energy of home to somebody else. She wants you to let kindness pervade your thoughts. She wants you to light a small fire in the center of yourself, in feeling safe, in calling your body home. She wants you to come home to yourself and to give yourself the love that you effortlessly offer others. She is the call to become the calm harbor for your beautiful soul to thrive. Ask yourself, am I a safe place to be? No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. We are so conditioned to always be looking externally for something. And once you figure out all of that is within, it's quite a powerful gift. Anyways, enjoy tapping in to your feminine side.